Pasadena Police Department is a full-service police department that covers the city of Pasadena, which is about 26 square miles. And we've got some major events that happen in the city of Pasadena, worldwide recognition. Two of those are the Rose Bowl, which occurs every year, and the Rose Parade, which actually happens the first of every year. We have people here of every ilk, and we try to attract the best in the personnel and the people that we hire to work for the Pasadena Police Department. Well, the history of the Pasadena Police Department is a history of growth. We are growing and embracing the contemporary rebranding that we want to make sure that we can constantly change and become one with the needs of this community.
The Pasadena Police Department has provided me with an excellent training standard to help with my career development. Anything that I've wanted to do, whether it be street crimes unit, field training, there's always been some kind of training that they're willing to send me to help develop myself in my career. Moving up through the ranks has been a rewarding process. I began my career as a police officer and moved into a field training officer role. As a field training officer, responsible for training new police officers as well as lateral police officers. One of the benefits that I saw was not only teaching, but having a direct impact on the future of the department, taking in new officers and developing them into, further roles from, corporal to sergeant, lieutenant, and something that I found basically pride in, seeing these younger officers that I trained into moving up through the ranks. 3 things that I think a newer officer should know: don't be afraid to make mistakes, understanding the laws and the climate that we're currently working in, because our terrain is ever changing. I appreciate what the Pasadena Police Department is doing by getting back into the community and developing a system that can help better serve the citizens of Pasadena, to take the skills in these different assignments and bring it back to a basic level of going to calls for service and saying, hey, I've done this before in my previous assignment, and it will help them provide a better level of service to the citizens of the community.
So I came from a smaller agency, and there isn't a whole lot of room to grow. You're essentially stuck in patrol or maybe a small desk in the detectives bureau. But with Pasadena Police, that's not like that. You can do whatever you want. You can go to K9, you can do motors, you can do SWAT, you can promote. So the world is your oyster. Right now I'm enjoying my time in the motors. We'll see what happens in the next few years. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. And if I do decide to promote, then that'll be something that I have to focus on myself and my drive and work on whatever it is that I need to work on in order to take on a leadership role.
The goal of our hiring, recruitment, and promotional efforts is geared at really endearing ourselves to the promotion of all genders and all races. We want to make sure that we are as diverse an organization that represents what it is we have in the city of Pasadena.
Joining the Pasadena Police Department has been a wonderful experience. I've been very lucky to have such a supportive team and supportive sergeants that have pushed me to be the best officer I can be. If you are a female and you are considering to be a police officer, just do it. If you have a good heart and you have good intentions, there's no reason for you to not do it. With the help of my field training officers, they gave me the baseline of training to help me go on calls that maybe I've never been on and I'm by myself, and I can still go back to that baseline training and really push myself to be the best officer I can be. At the Pasadena Police Department, I've been very welcomed in seeing that there are women in high-ranking positions and in special assignments. I know when I'm ready to start promoting that I'll be welcomed in there, and I'm very excited to see myself grow into those positions.
For someone looking to join law enforcement, I would say certainly do it. Just be prepared to do, see, and be a part of things that the average person does not normally do, see, and be a part of. But it will be very rewarding. It's a very fun career. And if it's something that you have the passion and drive for, then definitely pursue it.
So how has Chief Harris inspired me as an officer? Well, he's been here now for approaching 2 years, and he certainly brings a different energy to the department. He's a very up-tempo guy himself, and the time that he's been here, I've found him to be very straightforward and upfront, and I am a person that's fond of brutal honesty. I can deal with reality rather than, a false hope. So in that regard, I know what I see is what I get with Chief, and that inspires me to be able to have faith in the things that he says, and in turn, try and do the same.
Rebranding for the Pasadena Police Department is important because, as is the case with many police departments, the history sometimes was not so bright, and we've had to learn from our mistakes. So the rebranding is an attempt to really move forward and professionalize our service, platinumize it, as we call it. We are wearing a new uniform, new colors. It used to be predominantly gold and blue, and we've changed it to a platinum and blue scheme in order to show that we want to platinumize our service as we move forward. We're looking forward to a bright future for the city of Pasadena and our police department in developing personnel to be the next level police officers. We want to make sure everybody gets smarter. We want to make sure our service becomes more comprehensive and complete, and we're working to get to that end.